Hello everyone. Hey, welcome to our final module, our final week of the semester. This has just completely flown by and you all have worked so hard at this and I am really impressed. So first of all, I need to apologize for something because I had mentioned in my last overview video that I was not going to have a peer review for this final project, our writing project 3, to give you more time to draft. I had removed that assignment from the modules, but it was still lingering there in assignments. And a student let me know of the mistake. It's now been completely removed. So instead of that peer review, I asked you all to do an outline. And I will get you all feedback on your outlines over the next couple days, okay? The only thing to work on after that outline is the writing of your final writing project. So I'm going to open this right here. Make sure that you read over the assignment at least one more time as you do the final revisions on your draft to make sure that you are meeting this writing situation, because every writing situation is so unique that we need to spend some time analyzing what is being asked of us, what is the goal, what is the purpose, what are the criteria, all of these things, even before we start writing. That's the secret of success. That's where successful writing happens, is even before writing begins. It's in the analysis of the situation. So read this over. Again, probably the most important focus in this is the audience. Catering our writing to an audience. That leads to such powerful writing. And then on the 30th, and those due dates, I did push it back a day, so it's not due on the 29th, it's due on the 30th. The final writing project, okay? Look over the rubric, but also look over the submission page. There are two things that you need to submit for this final writing project. The first is going to be a description of the specific audience that you are writing to. Just a little paragraph, okay? And you can write, either send that in like the text box or another file. Either is fine, but I need to know who the audience is so that I can then assess how you are catering your writing to that audience. It only has to be about 50 words. Let me know who that audience is and how you catered your writing and your evidence and your content to that audience. That is on its own 5 points, okay? And it's also included down here. So I'm going to be looking at the thesis, okay? That it's a strong thesis, that the entire essay is focused on convincing your audience that your thesis is valid, okay? Make sure everything is connected to that thesis. Continually explain to the reader how your points help support that thesis. Don't assume that they're going to make the connections that you see, because they don't have access to your mind. They only have that paper. So make sure that you're continually connecting everything to that thesis. Tell them why it supports it. Tell them how why it is evidence. Also, here is that audience, right? Who is the intended audience? And I have here part of that. The points for this is that initial statement on who the audience is. And then how does the content and style and evidence and point of view, all of those things, how is it catered to that audience, right? And then bringing in those evidence, bringing in content from other authors, from experts, from sources, and integrating it into your writing. Not just cut and pasting quotes. That doesn't create an integrated, cohesive essay. Okay, just cut and pasting quotes in large chunks of material. That means that leads the reader to kind of get a little whiplash from moving from your voice to somebody else's voice, to your voice to somebody else's voice. This is your essay. Your voice needs to be the prevalent voice. Your voice needs to open up the essay. It needs to open up all of the paragraphs. It needs to respond to the quoted content and explain how it connects and what it means and how it supports your point. Make sure that content from sources are integrated. Look back to the swag method as explained in the last module. And use your topic sentences on purpose, organize it, well edited, and then the basic criteria. Don't forget that works cited page. Okay? Since we are not having a peer review, if anybody wants some feedback on a thesis, on an introduction, on the entire essay, if you can get it to me over the next couple of days, I'd be happy to give you some feedback on that. Okay? Keep that in mind. Other than that, let me know if you have any questions. Good luck with everything and have a great week.